Blah, y'all already know what it is. Your boy Yaakov, what it do? The outlet to reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago. What up? This is the place where you want to hide from your drama or maybe hide from your baby mama. Just kidding. But anyways, fans, thank you for staying tuned. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! And guess what? We have a little trio reunion coming right here. So we got my boy Chino from his podcast, Let's Talk About You. And my boy Cesar, the best artist, the best producer. You call it, you name it, he's a gangster. Give it up for my boy Cesar Pino. What's up, brother?
What's up? What's up, man? How's it going?
It's good, man. It was hard to get y'all, man. It was a lot of contracts we had to move around, but we made it happen. You
we had to make the schedules work, man.
Yeah.
The Trinity's back, though.
There you go. I love it. I love it. Now, I do want to share a quick story with y'all. So, it's been a couple months I haven't had y'all. But when I was a kid, I feel like my superhero or superpower I always wanted was Wolverine, like to heal. I thought that was the coolest thing.
The heel or the claws?
Oh, both. If I can have both, I need to protect
Might as well.
Yeah, right. Come with the whole package. You see? For me, I always wanted that. I thought that was so cool, and I thought I could heal. I was I guess I fell from a tree or something, and I like scraped my whole arm, and I said I'm gonna heal right now. And then nothing happened. What do you say? I'm still bleeding, bro. I need some band-aids. So I knew I didn't fit for the cut. I guess I didn't fit it. But what about y'all? What was your, I guess, growing up? Who was your superpower you always wanted as a kid?
You want to go first, Cesar?
Sure, I'll go first. So, thank you. So I don't know. I think for me, I know this sounds cliche, but
Spiderman.
Easy.
Bro, I mean, no lie. I was a kid, and it's funny because there's a video. I don't know if you guys saw this on TikTok and Instagram about this guy, a cashier. Something dropped, and he caught it like that, like a reflex, and they're playing the Spider-Man music.
Ah, that's hilarious.
That's how I was a kid. If I did something miraculous like that, I'm like.
You guys ever taken a shower and then you saw the water stream down your arm and you're like, oh, I got the power of water.
Bro, even have you guys been, I got a good one, when they're in the swimming pool and you're like holding on to the railing like that and you're like, you think you're Spider-Man. That was me. But no, I mean, aside from Spider-Man, if I had to choose another one though, it'd be teleportation.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a good
love
one.
Nightcrawler, and he was probably one of my other top heroes. And just to teleport, like bam, going from one side to another, and just I don't know. I would say either between teleportation or speed, kind of crossing territories with DC. But I mean, I've always also been a huge Flash fan. Because even though, he may not have the martial arts skills like maybe Batman or super strength and laser beams like Superman and to fly, but I mean speed, man, just to kind of just go super fast, it just it's amazing. And he can even go so fast where he can just phase through walls and go back in time. So it's it's pretty awesome, so those would probably be my few powers.
Dope. I think for me, man, I'm gonna give you 4 answers, okay? I'm gonna give one Marvel, one DC, and then 2, just for fun, okay?
I like it.
Growing up, my favorite heroes of all time were the Power Rangers. If I could do anything, I wish I was a Power Ranger. Okay.
I wasn't expecting that. Okay.
Yeah. So Power Rangers was my thing growing up. I actually like to collect memorabilia and stuff. So
which I gotta ask, which one?
Oh, the Green Mighty Morphin Ranger. With the dragon sword.
Oh
yes, sir.
The old school.
Another one of my favorite heroes growing up was Zorro, man. Just the classic sword fighting,
there you go.
Just protecting the people, riding horses. Zorro is always still one of my favorite. They're actually making a Disney Plus show coming up with Zorro, so I'm really excited.
Snap. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
And then so now if I were to pick between Marvel and DC, For Marvel, my favorite character is Daredevil. I like the idea of someone being blind, but like having these crazy abilities and no one suspects it's you because you're blind, you know? And it's just in the Netflix show, man. Oh my God, the Netflix Daredevil show was just on another level of anything Marvel has done, you know? So I think,
No, not to cut you off, Chino. You mentioned Daredevil. I gotta tell you a major thing, a rumor I heard. I don't know if I'm gonna tell you now or like as we move forward toward talking.
No, say it. It's okay.
Okay. So I'm just kind of fast forwarding here a little bit, but like I was actually talking to David the other day about like as you're aware, Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness coming up soon.
Right.
And they're really saying like this movie is going to be like really, really hyped up. Like I just read something right now. This is crazy. Like it's going to have
like different characters.
Different, bro. A heck lot of more characters than Endgame, more cameos, and not just from like them. But check this out. They're going to have Fox characters. Patrick Stewart is going to come back as Professor X.
You think so?
I don't know, man, bro. And then now they're even saying I heard that they Marvel Studios apparently contacted what's his name, Ben Affleck, to reprise his role as Daredevil.
Isn't that crazy? No way. I don't even think he'd do it.
If they do that
role, but
because
that would be so dope.
They're doing this thing with multiverse, dimension.
Money talks.
So
yeah, I mean, after Spider-Man, anything's possible, right?
Anything's possible. That's so true. I don't know, bro. When you mentioned Daredevil, like, oh snap, they can be Charlie Cox Daredevil and Ben Affleck Daredevil. Who knows? Who knows?
Yep. And then real quick, if I were to pick a DC character, Superman. I mean, my one power I would have is flying. I want to fly. So
yeah, okay.
That's amazing, bro. You bring it back to that was very creative, Chino. I can tell you put a lot of thought because I forgot about the Mighty Morphins, bro.
Superheroes are my thing, man.
Dude. So tell me why, guys. I gotta say something. So I saw the new Spider-Man movie, right? The No Way Home, right? That's
Didn't we all? Did you guys have trouble getting tickets? Because that shit kept crashing out.
Yes. It took me 2 hours.
Oh my God.
Dude, I was on at 11 p.m. I gave up at like 2 a.m. I went to bed. I was like, fuck this, I'm done. I couldn't get it. And then my cousin hit me up at like 3 a.m. saying, I got his tickets.
Oh, that's awesome. Did you guys get through AMC?
No, yeah. I went to Ticketmaster. So because it was so hard.
Ticketmaster?
Ticketmaster.
Yeah, I had. Oh no, I'm sorry, Fandango.
Okay,
I was about to say Ticketmaster.
Yeah, sorry. But like, this is crazy. So my guy told me that he got a ticket to go Saturday, right? And you know what's weird? I went to Fandango and I found actually one ticket left for Friday, like the opening day. And I was like, yo, this is crazy. And the thing is, it's in the suburbs of Vegas, so it was a little far drive. I gotta tell y'all a funny story. So I got the ticket, right, which was crazy. It was like really, really corner, but not in the front, just in the back. But check this out. When I bought the ticket, I get there. I'm driving, right? My GPS took me the wrong way, and it ended up driving for 45 minutes to a different location. And I was like, yo, there's no movie theater. And the GPS says, you have made your destination. Like,
oh my gosh.
I got only 40 minutes to make it to the movie, right? And I still got to park the car. So I made a U-turn. You know what I'm saying? I try to be fast and furious. I went super fast, bro. I probably went 100 or 120 miles per hour. There's no cars around me. I'm in the middle of almost of Utah. I was like, yo, I got to get back. So I went, I was like, let me turn.
Spider-Man, man.
Yeah. My spider senses were tingling. You know what I'm saying? I had to save the world. So I do it. I turned into turbo. I went, and I drove it back. I make it to the movie theater. And it was so packed, bro. You guys have to say it was really packed.
It was. My theater was sold out.
Oh yeah, every seat at the house. Dude, I was trying so hard to stay off social media. Starting Tuesday, because it released in other parts of the world, I told myself, no social media, like get off, because everyone, I got tickets for Friday, which is technically opening day, but they were selling tickets for like all day Thursday. So like I knew people were going to ruin it. So I had to stay off social media.
Yeah. Did you guys see my social media, what I said?
Bro, okay, so tell me what. So when the movie came out, the first person I hit up was Cesar, right? Because there's no one I know who loves Spider-Man more than Cesar. So I hit him up. We start talking, and as I'm speaking to him, I saw you put up a TikTok, and you literally, gave out all the spoilers. And I was like, and I hit you up. I told you take that shit down. And then I hit up Cesar, and I was like, bro, did you see this shit?
I'm like, dang, man.
And I told Cesar hit me up too. He's like, bro, why'd you do it? I said, bro, I'm gonna be honest. I don't want the thing is it's so popular. I'm like one of the first people to spoil it, so I know it's gonna get big. I'm trying to blow
but
up.
you're
the
type of person I hate. You're the kind of
when
people
Chino told me that, I was like, all right, because I was like, wait, what did he say? And because I'm like, let me listen to this. And so I see your TikTok. I'm like, bro, man, come on.
Oh man, it's too funny, bro. Bro, I was laughing when you guys like confronted me. I was like, bro, they're so right, but you know me, I'm still gonna be stubborn. I keep it on, but it's crazy because a lot of my friends they actually they blocked me that same day when I posted it because they're like, bro, you might gonna spoil something else, and they had a good point. I spoiled the Matrix, the new one that came out.
He ended up losing followers, bro.
Right, you lost your followers there, man.
It's a sad story, It's a tough case. You know what I'm saying? But
what happened was, I don't know if you guys can hear, but this was the reaction. I actually have a voice memo.
Oh, you recorded like?
Let's see if you guys can hear it.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
Little bit. Is that the moment where
yeah.
Hold on. Spoiler alert. For if anyone who hasn't seen Spider-Man No Way Home already, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah, come on. You had what, a month?
Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah,
I'm ready to get into it.
All right, let's talk about it.
What was your favorite part of the movie or favorite scene?
Chino, you go first.
Oh, okay. Honestly, man, my favorite scene had to be when all three Spider-Man were running down the ramp in that construction site and just started swinging, man. That was just like, holy shit. In the moment, you're like, you would never have imagined, like, Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and, Tom Holland all in one Spider-Man, just reprising their roles and just that, like, I mean, awesome. The reveal was dope, but like when they're running down that ramp and they're swinging, it's like, I was just mind blown that the fact that this was really happening, and real quick, just the fact that, like everyone I don't know why people hated the Amazing Spider-Man so much, and it wasn't Andrew Garfield's fault. They kept like, people were treating his life for that role, but like, it's not like he wrote the movies. But I just love how they redeemed his character, like I want to see more of it now. But that was my favorite scene. Go for it, Cesar.
Yeah, I mean, Chino said it best. That was like literally like the Trinity right there. I mean, the Trinity every Spider-Man fan has been wanting to see for the last, I don't know, decade. Well, not that that's too long, but ever since Tom Holland started. So I guess we're talking 2017, I think, when it came out.
Yeah, maybe about 5 years.
5 years. And so, it's always been a rumor that's been like in the back of our heads is like, wow, what if, we had the three Spider-Mans unite? So that was just a huge dream come true. I'm not going to lie. I cried. I cried when I saw that, when seeing Toby and Andrew coming out the portals. I was like, no way. I mean, and that's a recording too of me kind of hearing me sobbing a little bit, but I don't want to show you guys that. But man, I mean, there was just so much. I think in terms of, if we're talking favorite powerful scenes, you know what? I'm going to go with the scene where when Toby Spider-Man meets Doc Ock, right when he's cured, and I think you guys know what I'm going to say. When it's just so beautiful and touching. When Doc Ock
trying to do better.
Well, Toby's like, the power of the sun, power of your hands, and he's like, Peter, and like, hello, Dr. Octavius, and he's like, my dear boy, how are you? And trying to do better, because at that moment, I think represents us right now, because we were kids. I was in the second grade when Spider-Man No. 1 in 2002 came out, and it was another powerful moment where I teared up a bit. I saw the movie 4 times.
Whoa.
I saw it twice.
And the last time I saw it was just with me and my dad. And so it was just the two of us, and it was just so powerful because we saw it. My dad took me to see it back in 2002. And now to see it now, it just really...
And now you took your dad.
Exactly. Now I took my dad, and hopefully when I have children, I could do the same thing again if the next Spider-Man come, in the future. So it was just a beautiful moment, just saying our legends coming back on the big screen, but there's so many good scenes. We can go on, but that one really did it for me.
Wow.
What about you, Yaakov?
So check this out. For me, my scene that really moved me, I had the chills, is when Tom Holland's about to finish the line with great power, and then Tobey Maguire says, comes great responsibility. That gave me the chills, because that's the moment for the first time that Tom Holland, we actually saw his character feel pain, where he hit rock bottom, where he doesn't have Iron Man to teach him or coach him. Yeah. He's like on his own, and he's like man of the world. So to have the two Spider-Mans that actually could relate to him was like a bonding moment. And I love that. And I still got the chills. Like right now, I getting the chills again. But that's so iconic. I think that's my favorite line. I'll always use it. Even when I go on a date, I always tell the girl, great power comes great responsibility.
I mean, it's an iconic line, and it's immortal,
And and just to add to that, man, I think what I really appreciated this movie, like what they did in this film, is like if you see recently in a lot of movies like Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, they bring a lot of these legacy characters and they just make a quick cameo to bring people in. But here they weren't a cameo; they played a real role in this movie.
They did.
They came and gave a lot of real life advice to like Tom Holland Spider-Man, and they're like, dude, like the moment where they were talking about, Tobey's Spider-Man was talking about, killing the guy who killed Uncle Ben. And then, Andrew talking about, losing Gwen and just being hateful and being vengeful. And he doesn't want to see him go down that road, that was very powerful, And
I think that's why he got just a lot of praise for his role, Andrew Garfield. I mean, a lot, and I don't know if you guys read too, the whole, like when the scene where the three of them are planning, he's like, I love you guys,
Oh yeah, that wasn't scripted.
That was improvised.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I think, he had a really good time being there with Tom Holland, Tobey. I think that I even read that Andrew and Tobey even snuck in an opening of the movie too.
I saw that they snuck into the theater to watch it.
That's so beautiful,
That's
I think it was dope. We got some closure with some characters that we just never got before. Both franchises just ended abruptly, And I think like with Tobey, he talked about, I have a girl. It didn't work out at the beginning, but it's starting to work out now. And he talks about like, I've been thinking about, how to fix the Green Goblin situation for a long time. And then Andrew, talking about like, losing Gwen and stuff. Like you just got a little bit of closure. And, I'll say it here. I want to see Amazing Spider-Man 3. I want to see it. I want to see Andrew Garfield back.
So I think Cesar wanted to say something.
I just want to say, can we just say Willem Dafoe performing?
Oh my God. Bro, I think he's like almost 70.
He's 66.
Like, holy crap. Did you guys see that performance?
Wow. Man, he did his own stunts too.
All his own stunts, man. I don't think I ever appreciated the Green Goblin from the original as much as I do now. Seeing him do it again, and it's just like, dude, his double entendre to speak and stuff is just insane.
I mean, he needs to win an Oscar. He's so overdue.
Oh yeah, that was one of the best. Like no lie, for me, I could see him playing another villain, even like a Joker, because he has an evil laugh. I don't know if you guys caught it. Mm-hmm. So it's like, oh snap, he's crazy.
I can see Willem Dafoe play a Joker. That would be cool.
Yeah,
like an old version.
Yeah,
it was really good.
Yeah, and honestly, I was really I was most excited to see Doc Ock back. Like, what's his name, Alfred Molina.
Same.
That's who
Alfred
I was the
Molina.
most excited for. But honestly, Willem Dafoe stole the show.
Yeah.
He did. And I think it's interesting because in the first Spider-Man trailer, they were hyping up Doc Ock when he says, "Hello, Peter," and it cuts off right there, you know? But I mean, in my theater, as soon as you see that pumpkin bomb on the ground, my theater
Oh
went
my
like,
God.
hey,
Everyone
they were like,
yeah.
So, and just without the mask too, like that's what makes him such a brilliant method actor. He can control emotions with his cheeks, the wrinkles, everything. It's like, it's not Norman Osborn, but it's Green Goblin speaking.
Yep. You know when he switches.
Yeah.
Exactly. The tone. Beautiful.
Now, I do have to say, the thing I didn't like about the movie, and I have to be a little skeptical.
Okay.
I was expecting to see Venom, Tom Hardy, to be there with Topher Grace, the other Venom. I wanted to see two Venom fight.
You wanted to see Topher Grace.
Yeah.
Ain't no one wanted to see Topher Grace. No offense, but no one wanted to see his Venom.
No, but look, hear me out. So my thing is, I wanted to see two Venom because they're in two different universes, right? Tobey Maguire's and we don't know which universe the Tom Hardy's at, but I felt like they hyped it up so much that I wanted to see them fight him, like either in the beginning or something. But I thought it'd be cool to have three Spider-Man fight two, right? But I got a little theory I got to show with Cesar. I told Cesar on the phone, I'm gonna tell you, Chino. So going to the ending, right, where the little symbiote actually in the ending
stays
of the
behind.
Stays behind, right? So watch this. You ready for this? When I watched this movie, I didn't like Andrew Garfield. I'm be honest. And I remember last time, Chino, you were defending him last time. So, but let me
even before this movie, just remember that I want to say that I defended Andrew Garfield since the beginning. Since the beginning.
True story. So look at this. I watched this movie. It made me like, damn, I feel bad for Andrew Garfield because he let Gwen down, right? So I actually called Cesar, and Cesar's like, bro, I think you should watch Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I know you haven't seen it, but give it a chance. I feel like now that you understand a little bit of his background, you might like it. So
so you went to go see this movie and you haven't seen those?
No, I never. I saw like a little bit in Spanish.
That's why I said too, Chino. I was
killing me, man. You killing me.
But look, let me tell you, I got so many good genius ideas. Okay, so Cesar, he told me, look, bro, give it a chance, watch it, let me know what you think. I watched it, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I found a secret thing in the second film, and I told Cesar this. I watched the movie, and there's a part with Tom Hardy. I mean, what's his name? Harry, the Harry who plays the Green Goblin.
Yeah.
He finds a little like chip that his father left him before he passed away, and it has all these like cool labs, right? If you pay attention and you actually pause it, I paused it, right? Because I'm like, I couldn't read it. It shows Venom and Dr. Morbius in that little like lab. So my theory is, if you watch the trailer for Morbius, it shows that where is Spider-Man? You know, the newspaper says like
murder or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So if you tie in together, I feel like there is going to be an Amazing Spider-Man 3, except Andrew Garfield's going to be the one to meet Venom and actually like take the symbiote and feel that, you know, that power. Because think about it, there's a scene going back to the movie No Way Home. You have where Tom Holland says, you know, I fought an alien. Tobey Maguire said, I fought symbiote. Andrew Garfield's the only one that didn't. It fits the clue, you know, like the missing box.
Yeah.
I want to say I would actually agree with you, man. I think I really think that Venom, Tom Hardy's Venom, will meet with Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man. I really do.
I think so.
I think Morbius will tell us a little more. I was kind of pissed that they pushed it out to April. I was ready to go, but like it just, you know, whatever, I guess. COVID,
Cole already knows what I'm going to say.
Screw COVID, but like I think they're going to do their own thing, and then whatever little symbiotes stay behind will end up getting with Tom Holland's, and we'll see what happens there. Go for it, Cesar.
So Chino, so Yaakov's already looked at me because so it's kind of funny. We like literally were on the phone call like a few days ago. That's why like you could probably tell we're like just overhyped right now. So because he wanted to share this with you. So I told Yaakov that the reason why they pushed back Morbius, a lot of rumors, and maybe you've heard of this.
I did hear this.
Andrew Garfield is going to have a cameo.
Yep, I did hear this. I mean, I would love that.
And yeah, it's, I'm trying. I don't want to get my hopes up, but it's possible. It is possible.
It is. I would love that. I think that would be cool. I really want to see a third one written by Disney's Marvel. Not Sony's, but Disney's Marvel.
Yeah, I think it's going to happen. I
hope so.
We just got to be faithful and positive. But I from what the critics are saying, I mean, I'm so happy that he's getting all the praise he finally deserves, and I think it's going to happen. So.
Yep.
Now and he looks good for his age too. Like, I mean, I love Toby. Don't get me wrong, but man, I was a little bummed.
You can tell when he saw his face; he's like, a little older.
And he looks.
But I mean,
old, but I don't.
He played older, brother.
Andrew, on the other hand, even now, mind you, maybe they added some digital effects. I mean, because that's how they made Willem Dafoe and Alfred Molina look a little younger.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, man. With Andrew Garfield, I was like, dang, he still looks kind of the same.
He can still play that same.
He can still play him easily, yeah. And he's almost 40.
Dang. Swear.
Yep, they just did an article because he actually won a golden. Oh, he's probably looking up right now.
Yeah, I know.
I'm looking it up. I'm literally looking it up.
That's so funny.
He got a Golden Globe for winning.
Oh shit, he's 38.
Well, how
Damn, I thought he's 38.
Yep, there you go.
I thought he was like 30 maybe, but
nah, bro, because he was like 28 or 29 when he played Spider-Man.
Wow. Now, can I be honest with y'all? So I have to critique that movie, The Amazing Spider-Man. I gotta be real. The first, and I told Cesar this, the first intro when they have the parents like, "Oh, we're secret agents." Oh, kid, and then they tell the kid, "All right, gotta go." So when I saw that part, I swear it felt like Spy Kids too.
They were scientists, scientists.
Yeah, but the way they did it with the music background, it felt like Spy Kids, and I was like, "Yo, really, bro? Like, I get the point." And I just didn't like that part. But overall, the movie, I liked it. I just didn't like the intro, and it didn't make me feel bad for the kid. That's how I felt.
Chino's going to school you right now.
Look, I'm not saying the Amazing Spider-Man series was the best, right? I know they had their moments. And, they're nothing compared to the originals. Well, maybe not Spider-Man 3. We'll talk about that one. But what I really liked about The Amazing Spider-Man is just the fact that there was a lot of emotion to it, man. I thought there was his Peter was such an emotional character I felt like you could relate to. Yeah. That's what I liked the most about it. And something a lot of people don't really say, but I really liked the costume from The Amazing Spider-Man 1. The material looked so raw. Maybe if the gold eyes were white, then other than that was my only critique of the costume, but I love the material. It looked like a basketball. It looked like something someone would make themselves. I really liked it. I didn't like that they changed it in number 2, but I guess whatever. But I really liked the first one. And then something that surprises me. You say you didn't see them before you went to go see No Way Home. So like you didn't have that emotional connection.
Dang, he's calling you MJ. Up, bro.
That like I was like Cesar when I went to go see The Amazing Spider-Man 2 in theaters. Dude, I legit was like, I never cry in movies, but that day when I saw like when Gwen falls. Dude, I honestly felt like crying. I was like, holy crap, that emotion in theaters, seeing it for the first time. And then seeing him like, salt, like not like.
Oh my God, like, that scene. When
when he catches MJ, he like, what's the word I'm looking for?
Like redemption.
Just like, he redeems himself. And it's just like, it's such a beautiful thing.
That's another good, powerful scene. Yep, you're right. I think, Yaakov, I think what Chino's saying, I mean, I totally agree with him 100%. For me, I love Toby, but I think seeing No Way Home kind of ended really the debate of who's your favorite Spider-Man, because in the end, they're all different. They all have their own challenges, each in its unique way. And I think it shows that, maybe we may have our own preference, but they work together,
Yeah.
They were all good in their own way.
They're all
it's not
good in
like
their
a
own way.
single one was bad,
Yeah.
I feel like here I'll give you credit for this. So Amazing Spider-Man, right? I played the new video game for PS4 and PS5, the Amazing Spider-Man and Miles Morales. Can say is that in the film of the Amazing Spider-Man, it does match with the video game, which I love. Like especially when he's swinging and you hear like the news report, hey, there's a 7 o'clock, like there's a traffic cops, they're looking for a robber, whatever. Like that's like legit, it goes with the game, and I love it. I was like, man, they really did a good job. And also the Andrew Garfield, actually, with his web right here, it matches with the comic book. Like you got to give him credit. I thought that was really cool.
Well, Tom Holland says that too.
Yeah. But Tom Holland, I'm gonna be honest, I never liked the kid. When I don't like Tom Holland when the first movie came out. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. So the first movie, I forgot the name of it. I guess Homecoming. I felt like my boy Tom Holland acted like a teenager. He ain't no man. A man, he don't need no. Iron Man was basically babysitting him. That's my opinion. That's the only thing I really didn't like. But what about you guys?
Go for it, Cesar.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? So okay. You're right. Yes. So there's yes and no. Okay. Because I mean, to be honest, Yaakov, I was the same way. I mean, when it came out, I was like, what? This guy's this dude, Spider-Man, he's so young, and like, it's like Iron Man Jr., it's like, hold up, he's got Iron Man to back him up with all the fancy gadgets, technology. Tobey Maguire didn't have any of that. Andrew Garfield didn't have any of that. In fact, Andrew Garfield made it seem like worse because it shows him the process of making even the Spider-Man suit, etc. So I don't know. It did feel like a bit that I don't know. Like maybe I'm just biased because I'm a Tobey Maguire fan. I've always, and so, but I did get that reaction where I was like, man, it didn't really feel well. I was also Vulture, Michael Keaton as Vulture. I thought he was good, but it didn't feel like the same energy like Willem Dafoe as Green Goblin in the first Spider-Man. I mean, that was brutal. For even, and just not to get sidetracked with now, I feel like because of the day of age we're living right now, I think they're making it more subtle and more soft for the kids, because like in Spider-Man 1, when Willem Dafoe is impaled, that was brutal. I mean, I was only like 8 years old watching that, and I was like, dang, he like right through that. You look at this new movie, No Way Home, it doesn't really show that with Aunt May. I mean, you can even tell that she was dying because now they're trying to soften it up a bit. So I know I'm ranting on here, but the last thing I'm going to say, maybe though they did that for a reason, because he was so dependent on Iron Man, Tony Stark. There's a good quote where it says in Homecoming, Spider-Man Homecoming, Peter Parker was so eager and wanted to be an Avenger. In Spider-Man Far Away From Home, Peter Parker understands the hardships of wanting to be a superhero, an Avenger, of what it's starting to feel like. When in No Way Home, he learns what responsibility is. He accepts that. So I think the writers they really saw this for coming, and they thought they did that on purpose.
I would agree. I think for me, when I first saw the Tom Holland ones, I mean, he came out first in Civil War, and then he got his own movies. But when he got him, I was like, that was my one thing. I didn't like the fact that Iron Man was always with him. I was like, yeah, come on, man, I want to see what you're able to do, And then Iron Man gave him his costume, gave him that armored one with the claws or the legs, and I was just like, Yeah, I liked Tom Holland, but like just the fact that everything I felt like was given to him, But I think with the way they ended it, especially with the trilogy with what is it, No Way Home, I think it was pretty cool because now I think moving forward he's going to be on his own. You know, at the first movie he had Iron Man, and then in every movie he had someone. The first one was Iron Man. The second one he had Nick Fury, and this one he had Doctor Strange. But I really feel like now he's on his own, and I want to see what he's able to do with that. Yeah, because no one knows who he is. So yeah, I just want to see what that is. You know, I like how they really developed him from a boy to a man, like you said. You know, and the reality is, you know, when Toby and Andrew did the movies the first time, I mean, they just looked a little older. You know, they didn't really look like when we were in high school, we didn't look like that. You know, so Tom Holland actually looked like a high school kid. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I know you thought he looked too young, but I thought maybe he fit the role pretty good.
Dang.
Well, I'll say that, Yaakov, I'll just say this. There's a good quote where it was like, Toby walked so Tom Holland could run.
I like that. Now I do have to say, so look, the movie that's coming out, the Multi-Universe of Madness, right?
Multiverse of Madness.
Thank you, brother. I gotta watch out.
Gotta keep you on your toes, though.
Oh, Steph, I gotta watch out. Start sweating. So look at this. So I feel like the director's gonna be Rami, right? The same one who did Spider-Man. Yeah. So he has to have Tobey Maguire as a cameo. Has to, because that's his kid. It's like not his kid, but he's been with him ever since. Yeah. Pretty much. So I feel like it has to be. And here's another thing too. I'm going to be honest with you. It's kind of similar to Black Panther, where the director of Black Panther, I forgot his name. Chino, you know the name of the director. He did Creed.
Brian Coogler.
Yeah. Coogler. So he always had Michael B. Jordan in 1, 2 Creed, and he had and the Black Panther. So I feel like
it's Fruitvale Station.
Oh snap! See, I forgot about that. So it's the same thing. I feel like with Toby, he has to have him because that's his boy since like the beginning. That's how I look at it. It just makes sense. Now I do want to pick at your brains a little bit about X-Men. Who is your favorite X-Men film? And do you think that Days and Past was a good movie to kind of like, it was kind of like their Avengers because they had like the old school X-Men and the new version of the X-Men. What was your thoughts on the franchise?
Chino, you can go for it.
I like the X-Men franchise, man. I love them all. I love Hugh Jackman's portrayal of Wolverine. It's just, you know, he did it for 20 years. And he did it so well every time, man. He was just, you know, maybe Origins Wolverine was probably the worst one, but I mean, his portrayal of you know, Logan was insane. I think for me, my favorite X-Men movie was Days of Future Past. I really liked that because I really liked the original films, and I liked some of the newer ones. You know, like I really liked First Class, and I liked Days of Future Past, and you know, I even liked Apocalypse a bit. I really did not like Dark Phoenix at all, but you know, the fact that movie Days of Future Past kind of like fixes things from the first 3 films that people didn't like, and I really liked it, you know. And I think second for me would be Logan. Just that one was just like seeing him get finally to that stage where he finally gets to rest. You know, he was immortal for so long. He's always felt so much pain, and he finally gets to pass away. And seeing like, you know, Professor X real old and being able to not control his powers, I thought was a cool, you know, just a different thing to see. So those are my 2 favorite X-Men movies.
I think for me, yeah, like Yaakov, like I was telling you the other day over the phone. I mean, I've always been a huge X-Men fan from reading the comics to like even back from the 90 animated series. I mean, which also, by the way, they're going to renew that in Disney Plus coming, I think, next year.
Oh wow,
97.
Yep, 97. So it was. I love the animation and just the art style too is beautiful, and I think that's considered to be the top of the hierarchy, you know. But in the movies, I mean, I like Chino saying, I love the franchise. I love the movies, both with the original cast, the older movies, and with the new generation, Days of Future Past, First Class, Apocalypse, Dark Phoenix, and I feel like Dark Phoenix and X-Men United 3, it's like we don't talk about those. Those aren't like but you know what? I'll still watch it, I mean, it's so bad. I'll still watch it and just enjoy the presence of seeing Hugh Jackman in 3 as Wolverine, or just all the amazing cast in Dark Phoenix. But if we're talking about favorite movies, I think so. It's kind of a tie between X-Men 2. Again, the introduction of
Nightcrawler,
and I'm forgetting the actor's name. He actually played in Spy Kids.
Yeah, he did.
He's an Irish actor. The name will come to me, but I thought
keep talking. I'll look it up.
Yeah, please. He did. I mean, great acting with as Nightcrawler. Just to see him, and just the intro, the first 10 minutes, the way it starts with invading the White House, and you hear Mozart in the background from the Requiem. It was like, oh, this is beautiful. As a musician, as a music movie lover, Marvel lover, is like, oh, this is like a dream. I showed that scene to my students at school, even, when I'm teaching. Wow. Because we talk about the importance of how music impacts a film. What other best way to show? I mean, that's a beautiful scene. And so it's between that, Yaakov, or X-Men Apocalypse.
Oh.
Because you know why? Only because I've always been a fan of Apocalypse, the villain.
Alan Cumming is Nightcrawler.
What's that?
Alan Cumming played
Alan Cumming, yes. Great actor. There was something about Apocalypse I just liked because I like the 80s vibe. It takes place during that decade of the 80s, and I love, huge fan of the 80s culture. So they throw a lot of Easter eggs, like when they go to the theaters and they see Return of the Jedi, and she comments, you know what I'm saying? He's like, the third one's always the worst. Hint, hint.
Yeah, he's the third. Yeah, that's
and like even when and Hugh Jackman again, he makes an appearance in there when they're infiltrating the lab, and they bump into Wolverine, but still known as Weapon X. He's wearing the thing and everything.
Yeah,
and Logan,
he's lived through all of that.
Exactly. And then Cyclops, he makes the remarks like, "Phew, good thing that's the last time we see of him." So it's like, I love the little Easter eggs, everything they throw in there. So I think I'm gonna say it's between Apocalypse and X-Men 2.
And I think you were gonna say something about Oscar Isaac. Really good, man. Really good actor. Shout out Oscar Isaac.
Oscar Isaac, yes. Oh yeah. I mean, brilliant actor, and now he's gonna play Moon Knight.
Yeah, dude, I'm so excited for that.
You see what I'm saying? He's such a versatile actor, and I think he really does a great job representing. And I think he's Guatemalan. He's representing the Hispanic community. So I'm so glad he's getting this praise. You know what I mean?
Yeah, his acting skills are next level.
Oh yeah, bro. So that's me.
Now check this out. For me, the best one, I have to say the same. X-Men 2, the best one. X-Men 1 is my favorite too, because it's just, you kind of hear the story of Magneto on how he has so much anger towards humans. Like in the beginning scene where he's in the concentration camp and they take him away from his family, and you realize he can control metal. And like, for me, that was the most powerful, maybe because I'm Jewish, I like that stuff, but just the fact that it felt like it's so cool, because it's giving pretty much hope for the Jewish people that, this guy has a superpower, right? Which he controls metal. I thought that was so cool. And that Magneto wasn't always bad. You feel what I'm saying? Like, they made it seem like he's bad, but I thought it was really cool. Like, he's a great actor, by the way. I think he has that voice that captures you. You see what I'm saying?
Wait, are you talking about the very first one, or are you talking about First Class?
Oh no, the first movie, the first 2000.
Ian McKellen as
Ian McKellen's first.
Yeah.
Ian McKellen, yeah.
For great movie. Now I do gotta say, so I'm watching Deadpool. I finished 1. I'm almost done with 2. Never had a chance to finish it. Now I did realize.
Me neither, to be honest. I fell asleep during Deadpool too. I tried watching it at home.
Oh man, you guys gotta see it. You guys gotta see it.
Okay, so I'm watching it, and I'm gonna be honest. So I did look it up, and in Deadpool 1, he referenced a lot Wolverine, like making fun of him. He's dissing him, and they do show Professor X class, like for gifted students. They just have different actors that are in the school that play in the first class. And it's funny because he's like, man, our studio doesn't have enough money. We can't even bring a real X-Men, character.
And then they're all in the background.
Yeah, you remember that? So it's kind of funny that they did that. And I looked up Wolverine origin, right? And they were saying that Kyle, what's his name? Kyle Reynolds, right? That's how you say his name?
Ryan
Reynolds. That he's actually, if you looked at his name in IMDb, it just says Deadpool. So my theory is that in the beginning, because you see him when he joins with Wolverine and their special forces, he has his swords and his guns, and you see him fight just like Deadpool. So my prediction is that Deadpool 1 and 2 is like the in between that we don't get, like where was he? And then at the end, you know how Wolverine has to fight him, and the doctor or scientist cover his mouth with like stitches, so he couldn't talk. If you pay attention to Deadpool, the first movie, in the beginning scene, there's a scene he picks up a toy, and it's him with covered mouth, like he can't talk, and it has the big sword. Because remember, he could do like Wolverine, but the sword. And I thought that was cool. And in the second movie, it had like Wolverine dying, and he's pressing the button where Wolverine's dead, like he's killing him, but in the little toy. So I really think that it was sad. Like if you look at it, like I do agree with you, Chino. It's probably not the best movie that Wolverine's ever done. But I thought it was cool that now I'm kind of appreciating Deadpool. Like I didn't know this before, but I thought something to share.
Yeah. I mean, I think Deadpool 2 is probably. I love Deadpool the first one, but I think in the second one it breaks more of that fourth wall. And I don't know. I mean, you guys got it. So you haven't seen it though, right?
No, I'm almost there.
I gotta watch it. I'm gonna be honest.
Ending, you're gonna be mind blown. You gotta call or text me to see how you felt about the ending of Deadpool 2, because it has a huge scene that connects with X-Men Origins. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but you gotta see it.
Okay.
I can't wait.
And so that's Deadpool though. He always, even the comic books, he's always just constantly breaking the fourth wall, and so it'll be interesting to see how they incorporate him into the MCU.
Oh yeah.
The third movie's gonna be made by Disney, so we'll see how they do.
Exactly.
Oh snap! See, I didn't know that. I didn't know that part.
Yeah, Disney Fox.
They own Fox now.
Oh snap!
But it's still gonna be rated R.
Yeah, they said it's gonna be the one and only time they'll make a rated R.
One and only time, exactly.
We'll see.
That's funny. Well, guys, let me wrap it up because I know it's gonna kick me out. So let me. This is the Outlet to Reality, the holdest podcast in Vegas and Chicago every Tuesday. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Ching! Y'all know where to find me. I'm on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Instagram, the Outlet to Reality. My TikTok is at Yaakov28, and my Snapchat is Take One Pass It. And Cesar, where can my fans find you? And then Chino.
Spotify, any media platform, C3ZR, Cesar.
You guys can find me on these streets. I'll be around, man. I don't really care about having a bunch of followers or anything, but just having a good time.